Well, hello there. We're out in Alberta. Oh, look, you can tell. Look, you can tell. You can look for miles and miles and miles. Yeah. Friggin' right. So anyways, this thing, oh my goodness. So stressed out. This thing, as you can tell, the rear diff is just covered in fluid. My twin stick setup was leaking. Whenever I drive, you could see oil puking up in between the shifters and then out all over the top. And anytime I'd corner right, it would fling all the stuff off the top onto the exhaust. So, yeah, I'll show you guys. So the oil would hit the muffler and burn and turn into smoke. And then the smoke would come back up through that hole. And then the smoke would come up into the cab and suffocate me. So I was having a very hard time driving and even breathing driving home. So about halfway there we finally caught up to Susie's dad that helped us out, and I swapped out the shifter to the sealed one. This one, it friggin' works good, as in it seals it. So yeah, after that I didn't really have any problems. But you know what, I figured out that grinding is coming from the front case. And I found that out because doing over 100 kilometers an hour, the noise did not go away unless you were full into the throttle. And if I held this, I could feel it every time I let off. It goes like crazy. This one didn't do it, and this one didn't do it. But so the front case has got some issues. I'm hoping it's the transfer case and not the adapter, because that's $350 that I don't have. Other than that, she worked good. The exhaust, friggin' all that fill-in stuff, that insulation flew out against the back and got all crapped up. But driving here, all the oil from the transfer case puking out was getting swept up and up the back of it. So now there's like oil all over the friggin', all over the back of it. The back window's just covered in oil. The tailgate's covered in oil, and yeah, it made her. Yeah. And then here's my old Celica that I bought. My brother picked up for me. It's a 1981. It's like ancient. It's rear-wheel drive though. It's got a 22R in it, so that's awesome. It's got this friggin' weird toe thing on the front of it that I'm gonna take off. Yeah, 4 bolts. So I'm thinking it might be the same as the Corolla, so I'll just... Apparently this caliper fell off when he took the tire off, my brother did, and was hammering on it to try to get the friggin' brakes to work or loosen up, because this caliper seized. So anyways, the caliper ended up falling off, and I don't know how to fix it or whatever, so I might just try to swap all the brakes out to like that style. Go with friggin' Corolla brakes, because if it's the same bolt pattern, it shouldn't be hard. I like this friggin' rear axle. Yeah, looks like fairly new exhaust. Apparently all I gotta do is fix a fuel leak on this and redo the brakes, and then she's good to go. This thing's pretty cool. I need to track down a light for it though. She's broke. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. GT 5-speed. Nice. Yeah, it's not in too bad a shape. Not in too bad a shape at all. I want to friggin' paint it. I'm thinking maybe like flat black with like gloss black flames coming from the front. Just make it look pretty hideous or whatever. I don't really care. It'll just be for bombing around cheap and stuff. Need a new mirror. Yeah. Yeah, not too shabby for 200 bucks. Cool. Prairie sunsets. Gotta love them. That's awesome. Man, I missed this place. Yeah. Oh, here's the old dilapidated shed that we gotta friggin' fix and stuff. Store all our crap in it. Like, you might just be able to get a car in here. So, but it's all like dry rot and just falling apart and stuff. So we're gonna have to fix that. Oh, and check these out. My brother's been hoarding airbags. Friggin' rights, these are off a semi-truck. I want to build an S10 and friggin' do it up real good. So, or not an S10, but like a two-wheel drive truck with airbags. Like, I've got pretty big hands, and these things are just freaking epic. They're just huge. So, yeah. See if I can make these things work. If not, I'm sure one of my friends can get freaking big airbags like this. But, yeah, I got 2 of them. And then the third one that is missing some stuff. But, other than that, like, freaking nice. They're pretty cool. A little bit of fixing up and they'll work good. Then we gotta repair the roof. Or build it back. Yeah, it was being taken down. So, it's not gonna be hard to put back up. All we gotta do is get some sheets of plywood and put it over top, and it'll keep it warmer or cooler in the summer, and plus it'll keep rain off this because this just got soaked. There's puddles and puddles on it this morning. It rained like crazy last night. But anyways.
Oh, shut up. Recorded doing this stupid.
Cut you totally off guard. Use the Schwartz. That's cool. Man, it's such a delay with the camera though. No, please. If you tap it hard enough. Here, let's see.
No. Go away.
Aww. Well, I'm gonna take the tire off. See what's up with it. Oh, by the way, you guys like my shoes? I like these things. These things are freaking sweet. They're elastics, like no friggin' Velcro, no laces. Friggin' right. Oh, and they are comfortable as frig. These are the most comfortable shoes I've ever had. Love these things. Anyways, ADD much? Yeah, that friggin' caliper fell right off. Yeah, that's great. This thing's so tiny. I didn't expect it to be this small, man. Frick. That is crazy. So, there's not much to this actually. It's very, very simple. I'm wondering if I can upgrade the front brakes to this guy. Toyota Corolla front brakes. I'm starting to work on this car now. I got the old strut and front antler assembly replaced with one from a Cressida. It's a 1985 Cressida. It's got the vented rotors and better brakes and stuff like that. But problems, the freaking tie rod is not the same size. So, frick. I don't know what to do about that. That's frustrating. Yeah, so tie rod ball joints, this hole is too big, so it just fits in there and it slops around, and it's really frustrating. But I read that you can change these out and they're interchangeable. But I don't know what the hell the guy was smoking, but they don't seem to be. So, I don't know. And then I gotta get this stupid front bracket thing off because that's just stupid. Yeah, other than that, I don't know, it's going alright. Freaking frustrated because the Foreigner's all broke. I need a transfer case for that. And this thing needs a bunch of work. So, like, frick. I don't know, I can't even, I called a guy about a job today. And he's like, well, can you get here? I was like, well, that's kind of the problem. I don't really have a vehicle at the moment. And he's like, well, we can't do anything then. So, you know what? I'm dicked over unless I get a vehicle. So I'm gonna have to fix something. Well, I got the transfer cases ripped apart. Like, I don't have this one completely ripped apart yet, but I was looking at it, inspecting it and crap, and it's like, what the hell? There's nothing, there's no significant wear on anything that would, like, make that much metal. Like, yeah, the gears got a little bit of wear to them. All these little chips on the, I don't even know what you guys were just looking at, apologize. You guys can see some of the teeth of chips in them, but that was before. That was, it was like that when I first got this thing. When I ran it in my truck just fine. It never squealed or friggin' made any horrible grinding sounds, but ever since I put it in the 4Runner, it's been just dickered. I'm wondering if it's maybe that the adapter that goes from that, the coupler from that to the V6 transmission, because that thing was flopping around in there a little bit. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. This is that little flange thing I was talking about. It's wobbling around in there, just friggin' rattling around. And that gear oil, I don't know, that looks pretty clean actually. But you can see how much freaking metal there is in here. It's like that, all that is just freaking metal. There's so much metal in here. You can see all the metal in there. It's just ridiculous. I don't know where the hell it's all coming from. I really don't. But it's very frustrating. Well, I think I got the problem solved. What I had to do is this is the stock, can't reach it. This is the stock Cressida arm. What I did is I pounded out these little spacer bushing alignment pins or whatever, and I drilled out these holes a little bit so that it would fit the same space. So, and then yeah, everything else bolted right up. So yeah, now I got vented rotors on the front. Now the only thing I have to do is find some wheels that'll fit over this, because these ones, the stock 14s, do not fit. It hits on that little lip there, and it just doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to figure out something. Maybe get a set of Corolla rims or something for it, because it's just a stock 4x113 or something. So yeah.